What is up, comic fam? I'm really excited for this video. Today I'll be doing my first ever Hot Toys unboxing and review, and I'm super excited because it's none other than the Man of Steel himself, Superman. So from the Superman movie, Man of Steel, this is a Superman figure, the best place for me to start. I've been looking at these for a while, and one happened to just completely work out. So I'll talk about that, and we'll unbox this, take a close look at the figure, and I have no clue how this is going to go because I have no clue how to make one of these videos. First up, let's give a huge shout out to Big Time Collectibles for sponsoring the channel and the monthly Legion Loot giveaway for the channel members, as well as Justin Comics. If you need anything cleaned or pressed, hit him up on Instagram. Use the promo code WeAreLegion, and let's take advantage of that special offer he has running right now. All right, guys, so we're going to get right into it because I'm sure this video might get lengthy with all the little cutscenes and edits that I'm going to attempt to make to do this any justice whatsoever. So I apologize in advance if this video is horrible. It is what it is. So we're going to start off. I'm going to try to unbox this thing and give you a little look at the inside of it. So let's just go ahead and just jump right into that. Right off the bat, this box is absolutely amazing. The quality that is put into this is definitely next level. I was not prepared for it. It's like a matted finish to the box. Even the S is textured to feel like what you would imagine his suit would feel like. It definitely has that rubberish feel to the red, and it's then matted again in the yellow. You have the awesome symbol in the movie font, Man of Steel there. In the background, you have like the mountains, the snowy mountains from the movie itself. 1/6 scale collectible figure, collector's edition, MMS 200. Of course, you got the logos down here. On the bottom, you have Man of Steel with the design and the texture on the top and bottom of the box here. As I mentioned, there is some wear and tear to this figure and to the box. It's nothing that detrimental or takes away from the figure, but there is a slight tear on the top of the box, which greatly reduced the price that I paid for it, making me definitely jump on it. The back has all the warnings for the choking hazards and all of that kind of good stuff, and the crediting of the people who made it. So the box has definitely seen better days, but it's definitely still front-facing, presentable as they come. It just feels like it has a little magnet on the side where it pops open. And on the side itself, you have more of the mountains, but down a ways, you actually have that S that's just reflective there. So the box is just stellar condition and quality. On the inside, you have some credits to the cast and crew who made the figure. Hot Toys presents Movie Masterpiece Series, the cast and crew. So it goes down the creative producers, executive producers, product designer, head sculptor, all the little details about who went into working on this figure. And then you get a window box where you see the figure in all of its glory, the accessories, the extra hands and everything. And then we'll get into more of that right now. So opening this for the first time was definitely nerve-wracking. I had never opened one before, but obviously where that tear is on the top, it kind of was a hint that it just opens from the top and slides right out. So I'm going to set my box down over here. And right off the bat, again, the next level packaging. There's layers to this. You have a bottom tray, a middle tier plastic clamshell, and then a top cover. It holds everything in place. So going right through it, the figure looks awesome. You can see where it's supported. They even have a little foam insert in there so that his head does not rub against the plastic. You have a little thing that says MMS 200 Special Celebration Gift, a Kryptonian command key, 1/1 scale. So that's pretty cool. This just pops right off. Definitely nice and snug. It has 3 points on the clamshell where it keys in, so it doesn't have any give or any shake. And right off the bat, like the texture of the suit, it just blew me away. The level of detail that goes into this is wild. So I'm going to start off and show off this command key real quick and get that out of the way. So in the movie, this is the Kryptonian command key that he had that he took to the fortress with him, as well as Lois had at the end when she was looking at the rocket that he came to Earth in, that they used to activate the Phantom drive. It's got the S on the end of it, all the little design to it and everything. definitely super cool. Pun intended. Pun definitely intended. So you get multiple hands here, different varying degrees of open and close. I've got both the fists on there right now. He's got kind of the stressed open hands. You get two of those. You kind of have the flying hands. You get two of those. And then you got like the semi-open hands, like he's holding something or shaking hands with somebody. You get two of those. The detail on them is fantastic. I've never seen a toy like this. The paint application is great. You can see the little veins in the back of his hand and everything. The different color on the knuckles where it's like stressed from where your hand bends, just as my knuckles have that little extra red on them. Wherever the joints are, you see that. So the paint application to these are insane. And there are a couple of extra little ball joints here. This is another part of the figure that was broken when I got the figure in. I have opened it and looked at it. His left hand had this hand in it, and it looks like I went to go change it out, and I couldn't because this, on this other piece here, you can see where it's broken on one end. It doesn't have the little ball. That was stuck inside of the hand, so I actually fished it out. And I do even have the broken piece, so I don't think it's something that can glue back on or anything. But taking the figure out, he just lifts straight up. The cape slides out where it's in an individual compartment in a nice bag and everything. So let me go ahead and I guess I should have taken this clamshell part off. So this just slides up again, and we get down to the base. And in here you have a secondary head. So you can swap out the headpiece, and this is the heat vision version. That is so amazing. My wife pointed out that he does seem a lot more dark complected in this figure than he did in the movie, but I did put him under like some more like almost like display lights, and it kind of took a lot of that away. But he's got like the almost 5 o'clock shadow going, the red eyes. You even see some red light showing through on his brow itself, but that's just super wicked. And then you get down into the second level here, and you have another clamshell on it. And this is where you find his base and his little stand pieces. So on the stand on the front of it, you have the little label there that says Man of Steel Superman. And then you have the pole that keys in right here just via screwing, and the clip that goes on the end that will be holding the figure. So let's actually get the figure set up and get the camera vertical, and we'll take a closer look at him. All right, so the box was fantastic. As you see, there was some damages. That is something that made this absolutely something that I wanted to jump on, because minor damages to the box and stuff like that did not kind of sway me away. The high price points on these things typically have kept me away up into this point. This one, with the minor damages and everything, put it right inside my price point. I'm not looking to resell it. I'm happy to keep it and get it on display behind me at some point, especially when I move into the new house that I'll be doing here soon. But like I said, let's go ahead and take a closer look at the stand and the figure itself. All right, here we go. We've got the stand with the awesome little faceplate on it that says Man of Steel and all that. And as I showed you earlier, we have this little bar that keys into that. It actually screws in like so. And this thing is super flexible. It's got tons of mobility, so you can kind of get Superman in the stance you want, whether he's flying, hovering, just standing stagnant on the base, however. And then at the top of this thing, all the way up here, there's another screwy device that you unscrew, and that allows you to get the actual clip and peg it into that little round part there. So it just slides right in, and that gives you the ability to clip the figure in there. And we have our Superman figure. So let's see if we can actually get some close-ups with this. So you can see the head sculpt is absolutely insane. You can definitely catch him at certain angles that really nail the likeness. And I do prefer the standard basic one. You can see the texture is a lot better on the suit and everything. He's super articulate. Like the seams like are really smooth, tons of movement. The side details are amazing. That little Kryptonian design that they went with the suit in the movie. The belt is awesome. And I noticed that these don't have those like big heavy creases on the ankles like a lot of figures do. This suit is kind of minimal design and everything. There is a little, looks like stitching that was done to it right there. Maybe where it got pinched where he bends his leg. But all in all, I'm super happy with it. So let's see if we can get him up here. There's cape behind it. It clips right open. He just hops right on in there. And there he is in all his glory. Super plain background right now in the process of moving, but that's awesome. I'm going to try to go free camming with it and see if we can get some closer angles at him. So there he is in all his glory. He looks awesome just hovering there like that. I mean, what a gorgeous figure. Like all the detail is there. Absolutely nailed it. From the belt to the sides and everything. The paint application is fantastic. Again, I like these fists on him. I mean, it's just so well done. The cape tucks in nice and seamless. Just the facial expressions and everything. The texture on the suit is just kind of blowing my mind. Just like when you see it in the movie, what you would imagine it feels like, that's exactly what it feels like. And I like how well, especially with how you can angle them with these stands, how well you can just kind of hide the actual base that's holding him up. It just tucks away nice. The cape is awesome. It's a very cool texture and everything. I do wish that it kind of had the like metal wiring in it so that you can kind of pose it out. That's just wicked. Super cool. The actual symbol has all the detail in it. Just phenomenal job that they've done on this. I mean, you can just, they nailed the hair design and everything. The facial expressions. It's just next level. Absolutely next level. So as you can see, the installing of them, it's simple, just screws into the base. The base is really cool, high details and everything. He just kind of clips right in there, and you can move him around. I'm going to try to find a good place to set him up where he's not going to get messed with by the kids too much. I've already let both of them play with him, because what fun is it if we all don't get to enjoy it? But all in all, this figure is kind of blowing me away. This being my first one, kind of gives you the fever. You definitely want to start looking at more, and I've been window shopping more already, and it's hard to compare it to anything else. Right now, it's just really the nicest toy that I've ever held in my life. Like, it's the quality of it is insane. Like, it's hard to even just kind of grasp the level of detail. I've seen videos and reviews on other ones in the past, but having one in your hand and actually feeling the texture and everything, it's absolutely wild. So I hope you enjoyed this review. I hope it wasn't too crazy and chopped up and everything. Be sure to leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think of this figure and of the video itself, because believe it or not, this is not easy for me to make videos like this, but it was a lot of fun to do. So I definitely appreciate any feedback that you're willing to leave me. And definitely consider hitting that subscribe button if you haven't already. Become a channel member by hitting that join button. And until next time, as always, I'm Mark, but we are Legion.